What's so you got the finger on the pulse, what's the pulse saying? Like, what's kind of taking up your mind most at the moment in terms of projects, expansions, or things just to maintain?
I've been focusing a lot on like content, social media, and like sort of more creative type stuff. That's been really interesting for me because there's been a lot of people now using the studio, like to make their podcasts, do interviews, do kind of content of different types. And for me, yeah, the next event will be like a content creators meetup. I think people who are content creators really want to connect with each other because it's quite an isolating kind of endeavor, I think, for a lot of people because a lot of them just do it solo and they're just filming themselves and they might have millions of followers, but they don't actually interact with like real life people as much. They feel a bit disconnected. So to focus on that, create a sort of event and environment where they can feel comfortable to connect with each other and share stuff, share what they're doing, what they're working on, maybe learn from each other a little bit. That's kind of my next sort of target audience in a way, because I really enjoy it too, and I feel like I could maybe have some things to offer to teach. I've never really like hosted an event before because it's normally in things that I'm not necessarily skilled in or I know anything about. Like nearly all of the events, I don't really like whenever it's something networking type thing. It's normally we have a guest come in who speaks about something they're an expert in. And I'm certainly not an expert in anything to do with content, but I think there are some insights I can give people having, focused a lot on content in the last year to promote this place. So that's kind of my next sort of thing that we're working on now to like create this event. And yeah, hopefully there will be people that, connect with that and can meet each other through it.
Yeah, incredible. Is there much of a community of content creators in Chiang Mai?
I believe so. Yeah. I've definitely met quite a few and they've pretty much all said they would like an event like that. Excellent. So that kind of indicates to me, okay, like there is an appetite for this. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I loved watching the skits you've done online on Instagram and Facebook. They're incredibly funny and very well produced, I would say. I mean, I'm not like a professional eye or anything, but they seem very clean.
Thank you. We especially even from the start, we made a huge amount of efforts. Like you're kind of the underdog when you're a new business and you got to sort of separate yourself from everywhere else. So social media, content, that was something we put loads of effort into, and we wanted to do it in a style that probably no other co-working space has. With much more like kind of cheeky, like much more like informal, kind of give a sense of the vibe of the place much more than actually try and sell the place to people. I think it's really important to, especially on social media, like on more formal platforms, maybe you just post the event, say this is what we're doing, this is how much it costs, etc. Come down. But when it comes to like Instagram, TikTok, things like that, people want to be entertained. When they're scrolling through, they'll just scroll past if it's something being like, hey, like come to our place, like buy this. It's like like boring. I just think that people like they don't have to watch. You're like you have to make them kind of almost want to stick around because they are essentially paying you with their attention, so you need to give them something in return. It's like a trade. You need to give them something fun and they'll give you their eyeballs. And so I was like, well, let's not sell anything, let's just say this is fun place, like this is a like kind of a different environment to probably where you'd normally work, and if you like that, if you connect with that, then maybe you'll come, rather than being like too specific on what it is you can buy. I mean, there's that information is there, like on the website or on Google or whatever, you can find it. But when it comes to content, we were just doing a lot of effort into making like unique and fun content.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I wonder if this style of marketing really suits the specific draw card of the space. I guess in this day and age, this style of marketing is what's hot, and it's more focused on the vibe as opposed to some particular like standardized product with just with a better price or
exactly
or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Isaac, it's been great talking.
Thank you.
We've really gone deep into it, I feel like.
Sure.
Yeah, and it's been actually very inspiring to hear about your journey and lots of little things that are kind of sparking things in my mind. And
Thanks, man.
thanks really for taking the time.
No,
Yeah.
of course, man. Yeah, appreciate it.
Cool, man.
cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, thank you.